Most people think becoming wealthy requires one giant breakthrough. It doesn't. Sometimes, it starts with 5 tiny habits almost nobody takes seriously. Have you ever noticed that some people completely change their financial life without looking smarter, luckier, or more talented than everyone else? That used to frustrate me, because I thought becoming successful required some massive opportunity, a rich family, perfect timing, a genius-level idea. But the truth shocked me. The habits that changed my life were so small. Most people ignore them. And that's exactly why they work. Because while everybody is chasing shortcuts, small daily actions are quietly building someone else's future. And one of these habits felt completely useless at first, but it ended up making me more money than any motivational speech ever did. So if you feel stuck financially, overwhelmed, constantly working but not really moving forward, this video might completely change how you see success. Because becoming wealthy usually doesn't start with money. It starts with how you spend your days. And by the end of this video, you'll realize that the difference between staying broke and building wealth is often hidden inside ordinary routines. Not dramatic moments, just small decisions repeated consistently. And the best part? Anyone can start today, including you. I remember a season in my life where every day felt the same. Wake up tired, rush through the morning, go to work, stress about bills, come home exhausted, repeat. Felt like life was happening to me instead of for me. And honestly, I thought my problem was income, but eventually I realized something uncomfortable. My biggest problem wasn't lack of money. It was lack of direction. Because money grows better in a disciplined life, not a chaotic one. That realization changed everything. Slowly, I started building tiny habits. Nothing flashy, nothing impressive. But over time, those habits completely transformed how I thought, how I worked, and eventually how I earned. So let's talk about the 5 micro habits that quietly changed my financial future. And stay until the end, because the 5th habit is probably the most important one of all. It's also the one most people destroy every single day without realizing it. Subscribe for more videos about mindset, discipline, money, and building a calmer, smarter future. Habit number 1. Read 10 pages every day. That's it. Not 100 pages. Not finishing a book every week. Just 10 pages. At first, this sounded too simple to matter. But think about this. Most people feed their minds with random content all day long. Scrolling, complaining, watching drama, absorbing noise. Meanwhile, a few people are quietly upgrading their thinking every single day. And over time, better thinking creates better decisions. Better decisions create better opportunities. And opportunities change lives. One powerful idea from a book can save you years of struggle. I started reading during small moments, before bed, while waiting, early mornings, and little by little my mindset started changing. I became calmer, more intentional, more focused, because information changes awareness, but applied wisdom changes income. There's a quote I'll never forget. Your life changes when your standards for your mind change. And here's what's crazy. 10 pages a day doesn't feel life-changing in the moment. But neither does planting a seed. Until one day, it becomes a tree. Habit number 2. Wake up with a plan. Most people wake up reacting, checking notifications, responding to stress, rushing into the day already mentally behind. That used to be me. And honestly, it created constant anxiety. Because when your day has no direction, everything feels urgent. But wealthy people often live differently. They don't just wake up. They prepare mentally before the world starts pulling at them. Even a simple plan changes everything. What matters today? What needs my energy? What can wait? What moves my life forward? That small morning clarity creates emotional stability. And emotional stability helps you make smarter decisions. Because confusion is expensive. I learned that the hard way. One of the biggest reasons people stay stuck financially is because they spend their entire day reacting instead of creating. And reacting keeps you surviving. Planning helps you build. There's a powerful quote that changed my perspective. If you don't direct your day, distractions will. That sentence alone can change someone's future. Habit number 3. Review your goals every morning. Now this one felt strange at first. I thought, if I already know my goals, why keep looking at them? But repetition shapes identity. What you constantly remind yourself of eventually influences your behavior. Most people don't fail because they lack dreams. They fail because life slowly disconnects them from those dreams. Bills, stress, fatigue, disappointment, and eventually, people stop believing change is possible. That's why reviewing your goals matters. It reconnects you with your future before the world fills your mind with limitations. Every morning, I would read my goals: financial freedom, peace, better health, business growth, helping my family, and something started happening. My daily choices slowly aligned with the person I wanted to become. Because your habits follow your identity, and your identity follows your focus. Here's a quote worth remembering. People drift into regret, but they move toward purpose intentionally. That's why reminders matter. Not because you forgot your dream, but because life tries to make you settle for less than it. Now imagine something for a moment. Imagine waking up without immediate panic. Imagine checking your bank account without fear. Imagine having enough savings to breathe. Enough peace to think clearly. Enough stability to stop surviving all the time. Imagine feeling hopeful again. Not because life magically became perfect, but because your daily habits started changing your direction. That future feels far away for many people. But direction matters more than speed. And tiny habits quietly change direction. That's what most people miss. Habit number 4. Write down business or money ideas. This habit looked pointless in the beginning, but it trained my brain to see opportunities everywhere. Most people move through life consuming. Very few people train themselves to observe. And observation creates value. I started carrying notes on my phone. Whenever I noticed a problem, I wrote it down. A service people needed, product idea, content idea, a smarter process, a side hustle possibility. Most ideas never became anything, but some did. And one good idea can change your entire financial future. The bigger lesson wasn't even the ideas themselves. It was the mindset shift. I stopped seeing myself as powerless. I started thinking creatively, because wealth often starts with awareness. People who build successful businesses usually notice what others ignore. That's why this quote matters. The person who solves problems becomes valuable. And valuable people rarely stay broke forever. Now here's the 5th habit. And honestly, this one might be the most life-changing of all. Protect your time. Most people protect money harder than they protect time. But time creates money. Once I understood that, everything changed. I started paying attention to what drained me. Endless scrolling, pointless arguments, constant distractions, people who only appeared when they needed something, hours disappearing without purpose. And slowly, I realized something painful. You can work hard every day and still destroy your future through distraction. Because attention is power. Where your attention goes, your life follows. Protecting your time doesn't mean becoming cold or perfect. It means becoming intentional. It means understanding that every hour matters. Because your future is being built right now, inside ordinary moments. A few focused hours every day can completely transform your life within a few years. That's why successful people often guard their time so carefully. Not because they think they're better than everyone else, but because they understand how easy it is to waste potential. And this quote says it perfectly. Your future is hidden inside your daily routine. Here's the deeper truth most people eventually learn too late. Success is rarely one dramatic event. It's usually invisible at first. Small habits, repeated quietly, over and over again. That's why many people quit too early. Because they expect instant results from actions that are designed to compound slowly. But growth compounds, discipline compounds, confidence compounds, knowledge compounds, money compounds, and eventually, your life starts looking completely different. Not overnight, but gradually. That's the part social media rarely shows. The quiet consistency behind transformation. And honestly, this is where the real mindset shift happens. Wealth is not just about having more money. It's about becoming someone who can create stability, peace, clarity, and opportunity repeatedly. That identity matters, because there are two groups of people. People who wait for motivation, and people who build systems that move them forward even when they don't feel motivated. One stays stuck in cycles. The other slowly transforms their future. And the beautiful thing is this: you do not need to become perfect overnight. You just need to start. One page, one plan, one reminder, one idea, one protected hour. That's how change begins. Quietly. So if this video spoke to you, don't just watch it and move on. Choose one habit today, just one, and practice it consistently for the next 30 days. Because progress is rarely dramatic in the beginning, but neither is sunrise. And yet, slowly, everything becomes brighter. Comment below which habit you're starting first. Share this video with someone who feels stuck financially right now. Remember this: you do not need a perfect life to begin improving your future. You only need direction. And small daily choices can completely change where that direction leads. Progress beats perfection. Every single time.